Hello. So the second type of question you will see is purpose. How will this be phrased? It will be phrased as a why. Okay? Why was this produced? Why was this made? Why was this made? Right? A why question. So the important thing is first give me the context. Tell me what is happening that led to the author making this speech or making this propaganda or this advertisement that you see in front of you. Right? So what is the normally the context for this issue of Hitler is whether his rule is beneficial or not, right? So it is whether people are supporting him, supporting his policies, or you can say that he is consolidating his power and hence he needs people to do something. He needs the Germans to fully support him in order that his policies can be successful. Alright, so that is what I mean by context, what is happening during that time. So when you do a message, okay, make sure you answer as a reason. This is very important because if you do not phrase it in such that you say because he wants to, then you will get a big fat zero. Okay, this is a warning. Write the word because he wants to convince, then you will not get your 0 marks. It is very dangerous and it's very sad if you write a correct answer but you did not give this word because. I cannot emphasize the importance of this. Okay. Second, strong action verb. So do not write tell, write convince, persuade, encourage. Specific audience, the Germans, and finally the message and inference that relates to the issue. Okay. Then for this part, evidence, explain, and outcome. Outcome means what the author wants the audience to do. Right? That is your outcome. So a good example, Hitler made this as he's aware. So what led to his creation of this source? Because he's aware that Germans, right? Not all the Germans were supportive of his Jewish policies. So hence, he needs to make this propaganda, this message, so that people can get the message and they will fully buy into the policies. All right. So he made this because, yes, give me the word because, then convince the Germans that the Jews are harmful. So a very clear message, short, sweet, and concise. If you find that your message is longer than 2 sentences, please relook again because it means that you are not showing a clear message. You are just giving details. I don't want details. Details should go to your explanation. Alright? So how do I know this? Going back to the first source, the Jews are holding a piece of land with communist symbol, blah blah blah. This means that, right, they are taking advantage of Germany. They want to control Germany. All right. So this brings the idea of harm. Right. This part brings the idea of harm. Okay. So that is a good explanation. Then outcome. Finally, what is the ultimate purpose? What does he want the Germans to do? He wants the Germans to support the Jewish policy and go against the Jews. So this is a clear action he wants Germans to take. So let's look at some common errors. Okay, not answering the question. This one 0 marks. The source tells me that, or you write any other thing that doesn't immediately say the word because, or the author made this because, then 0. Next, the author made this because he wants to tell. Again, tell is too weak an action verb. It should be convince. So make sure you plan your answer and check before you submit the paper. Okay. Finally, point number 3 is vague messages not related to the issue. This one is the same as the previous video on inference. So go back to the video again. Right. All these things about vague, lifted, or messages that are not related to the issue. All right. So same thing with these two. So you can refer to the previous notes on these two mistakes. Number 3, message is an outcome. The author made this because he wants to convince Germans to support Hitler's anti-Jewish policy. Why is this wrong? Because this is an outcome. The message should not be the outcome. The message should be why should people support Hitler's anti-Jewish policy. Main character, the Jews. So why should people support anti-Jewish policy? Because something about Jews, right? So that is your message. that the Jews are harmful to society. Give me the reason for the outcome. That is a valid message. Alright, so don't put the outcome as your message, put the outcome as your outcome. And number 5, if you write the outcome, make sure that you don't be vague like this. The author hopes that the Germans will know of the Jews. Again, the point here is not clear, and there's no specific action that the author wants the audience to take. So change it to the author hopes that Germans will support the anti-Jew policy. Okay, so make it clear, make everything clear, check your answers. So that's it for inference with purpose.